I have a special guest with me here right now. We have the Blacktastic, Blackalicious. Trying to make it too fetishized here. I'm trying to feel like Pornhub is ruining this for me now. I can't even use these anymore. We have AJ here, everybody. So one thing we got to get out of the way here first here is we have to I have to make sure y'all understand who AJ is. So I have some questions prepared here, but I'm gonna let because you don't stream yet, you're aware of Twitch, which is kind of interesting here. So fill me in. Who are you?
For y'all who don't know, I'm AJ, of course, the name, but so I'm a programmer. I'm in the tech industry, also in the fitness industry, surprisingly. So I like to work out, actually I used to watch Twitch, and I knew of my boy here, but I actually didn't know how relevant he was, which is kind of crazy because I knew him, but I didn't know. I just, I was a casual Twitch watcher. I was a casual, but, I started hanging out with Sheer because me and Sheer used to play intramural sports together. He always, egotistical alpha male Sheer always wanted to challenge me to a race or beat me at something. He found out I play video games, which surprisingly, no one thinks that I love to play video games or in the tech industry. Cause I'm also a bartender. Well, I was a bartender. So when people would come up to me, they would be like, oh, this, typical jock dude just wants to lift weights and talk about sports. And then they start talking to him. It's like, oh shit, like this dude likes tech. This dude likes art. This dude likes video games, So we started hitting it off. I think we played Smash on Nintendo 64. The first game I played against Sheer. And then, yeah. Well, that's the first time that's the first thing we played like years ago, because I was talking crap and I wanted to play like Street Fighter and stuff, but he didn't really play that. So I played him. He beat me. Pikachu was so overpowering in 64. Smash.
They're all overpowered.
I'm just like, dude, what the hell? That's all you gotta play. But anyway, yeah. Then one thing led to another, and then I found myself here, and I one of the homies. Yeah. That's a small dose.
Small dose, Joe. So okay. And he's being really modest. He's downplaying it hardcore right now. I'm about to butter up a little bit here. Let me get it here. Okay. So all right, get this right. AJ was a Olympic lifter. He didn't take that part. I'm in the fit Olympic lifter. Okay. My man's like stupid fit. Man got thighs that put Chun-Li to shame. I ain't gonna lie to you there, man. Like, you think my leg day is crazy? My boy's like, I only got that on the calf downward. My boy got that like on the thighs up. It's like, it's ridiculous. Go to his Instagram. I'm sure he's got one. Probably got like.
I don't.
You don't have an IG?
No, I have an IG, but I have any fitness stuff.
You don't have any. Yeah. What are you using it for then? That's what IG's about the flex.
I know, man, they post all the time.
Yeah, dude. I mean, they got people way less fit than you. All they do is like high road Andy on the whole thing here. I'm fit, y'all not. Look at me, I
honestly just post random.
Oh my God, boys! Someone teach me how to IG, please. All right, it ain't me though. I don't know. I use crap anyway. So Olympic lifter. I think he said tech industry, but he didn't bring up like professional programmer. He's super downplaying that. Like the clients he's worked for, the shit I've seen him do. It's like, man can program and then some. I mean, fuck. I mean, let's just stop right there, dude. Like, that alone's already like a lot going on right there. So yeah, point is, AJ is somebody. And I thought it was pretty cool to just like hear from a black person who's like a STEM major, who has done the university experience, who has done sports and, may get portrayed in jock territory, but actually is not such. The credentials speak for themselves here. So there's a lot that I want to poke into to understand more about his black experience, because, while I'm a content creator and I'm on Twitch and all this other shit, what I've gone through due to, my first impression being, of the race I am, that I don't pick or whatever, right? It may be different for maybe different for AJ. So okay, let's start with what can be relatable here. Okay, so you're a gamer. I know it's even dumb to even say that. Like, are you a reader? Are you like a watcher?
Oh,
but
yes,
no, it's dumb because like No one, you don't get put into like this kind of group whenever you like, ooh, you consume books? Wow, you're a reader. Wow. Tell me more about being a reader. It's like, but if you're a gamer, it's like totally different, right? Apparently. So you're a gamer. What's been your experience with particularly your Blackness as a gamer? Do you feel like when you would play games online that you would get perhaps profiled or not profiled, or like, is there anything particular that comes to mind there? Like, given that you're like not on the grid as like a Twitch thing, so
well, I guess the only thing as far as like racial goes online is most people can't tell that I'm black, and I probably contributed to the way I talk. I guess like I'm not. I don't even know what to say. That like I just don't sound like a typical like black guy. I guess I don't know, because like I've been on Discord, with a group of people are like invited to a Discord group, and I'm talking, we're having a good time, and then like Sheer or someone or like another friend was like, hey man, they just private messaged me and asked if you were black because you kind of said something, just one thing, like, holy shit, is AJ black? I just go under the radar. So like most of the time, like people don't even know, so it's cool.
Okay. Do you feel, I'm trying to think how to think of that too here. Okay, so you don't sound black, is what it's kind of what I'm getting at here. So you haven't had to really feel much animosity when it comes to like online gaming, all that. Interesting.
I mean, like once they find out I'm black, it's just like I can tell, like it kind of, it's a small change, but most of the time I'm just like, I don't really care. Like they probably thought they said something that I would get offended to, and I'm just like, no, dude, like it's cool, man. Just like I don't want you to change because like you found out like I'm a different race. Even if it's subtle changes, like it's not a big change, it's something small, like they probably like, oh, let's play more rap music in a Discord or something like that. Like not even trying to. It's like, if you like it, like play it, man. Like I don't want you to change because of me. I want to like enjoy you as a person.
We got quotas to fill though.
I don't want you to change, man. Just
every barbershop must play 90% hip hop, 10% R&B. These are the rules here, okay?
Yeah.
I don't make the rules, bro. I don't make the rules. Okay. So not much going on with gaming here. Interesting, because like sounds like you have a relatively positive experience as a in gaming. You don't really get like no harassment, nothing like that.
No, not.
Interesting. Okay.
Not since Xbox Live days. Those Xbox Live is more. I mean, but then they weren't trying to like.
Yeah, that was just toxic.
It wasn't even about being racist. It's about I'm gonna trigger this dude like no matter what. Like you could be a white guy and he's that N-word's coming out regardless. They just shoot.
I'm thinking about that riot. You ever saw that Riot Shield clip that went viral earlier this year?
Nah.
Dude, there was this art. I can't even show it, dude. It's so freaking bad. But like, randos hop in this like it's from Modern Warfare 2. It's like randos hop in this lobby and they're like, and you can see their build right in the lobby. So that someone saw that some guy was running Riot Shield and he was like, fucking pussy, and then just like, and that was it. Like all he saw was that he ran Riot Shield, called him a pussy, and then it was like from there it was F slur, N word, yum yum yum. You like this you, huh? Yum yum yum. I like dick, yum yum yum, and just calling each other F slur. It was just like the amount of shit that happened the 1 minute before match started in that pre lobby was just like, I can tell why COD doesn't have a pre lobby talk anymore. It's just oh my god, dude. It's so
personal experience. Like, God, they should not do that. I mean, it's cool that they have like the 5-10 second soundbite like after you die or when you meet somebody. That's pretty funny, but man, I can't imagine lobbies now.
Yeah, it's just wild. It's absolutely wild. Okay, so it's interesting though, because like whenever you're not I guess when you're not like a content creator, it's not as you can kind of like, I guess, downplay the race impression, and it's just more about your personality and traits. So because people see you for your personality and how you keep yourself up here, you don't have to really deal with that, or you don't get a negative experience there. That's cool to know. I mean, same time though, it's like it's just talking to one person who's not on a thing. So yeah. Well, let's go back here. Okay, so let's see. The next thing I got for you then is so you was a STEM major. That's what I want to talk about now. Yeah. Well, I guess before tech it'd be STEM major, right? Or did the tech industry happen prior to the academics in college?
No, it
All right. Well,
because I was in electrical first.
well, let's talk
Yeah. So I was in electrical, and I mean, probably had like a handful of black guys in there, and most of them were like Africans. Like, we're black guys, but then there's Africans, and that's two different races. Like, I mean, two different people, not races, just two different people. Even though we're black and we get grouped, but like, I mean, it was not the same. You know, it's just like culture barriers. Like, even dialect was kind of different. I mean, I just like, they were just completely different. So that shrinks us even to a smaller margin if you want to even get that, like, I don't know, precise about it. But I mean, but besides that, it wasn't bad. You know, it's just everybody just trying to like get through it. You know, like it really didn't have a whole lot to do with race, man. Like, it was just like, you had the Indian guys, you had some white guys. It honestly, you know what it really was about? The people who were doing it because they liked it, and the people who were doing it because they wanted to make money. That was the two things.
Okay. No.
So yeah. So like, I mean, like, as far as being black, like, it didn't really matter, honestly. Yeah, I didn't really feel any animosity because of it. So that was good. That was really good. I like that. I actually enjoyed, like, when I was in electrical engineering.
Do you feel that's because of the place of academics you were, like the particular university, or just like, no, just like not really any particular reason why it was a lack of animosity?
I think it was more so the people that were in it. Like, I guess they were like more logical. Like, they were pursuing a higher education. They were pursuing something so, like, something as insignificant as, like, my pigment being the different, not the same as theirs. It didn't really matter because, like, they were already, that was a struggle. We were all like trying to face one thing. Like, we're trying to get this grade. We're trying to figure out this, this circuit board or how to build this, these hard ass math problems that we had to do or come up with, like that was the struggle everybody was facing. So, like, we kind of like dove in it together and tried to help each other out. So that wasn't too, like, group things going on like that, so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. We gonna blast these topics then. Okay. That's right on. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So in that case, then you, I guess I met you and know you as AJ the programmer. Yeah. But was there like a path to programming? Was there like so do you want to talk about what? Because, like, okay, so
how far do you want to go back? Is the question. Do you want to go like beginning of college? Head to that, or I guess where it kind of started at. I guess my whole thing here is like, okay, like it seems pretty uncommon and a little bit ambitious. All the way.
It's a little ambitious that you, like, the fact that you're like professional programmer and Olympic lifter. I'm just like, I feel like the lifting would lead to more of an athletic route and career ambition. As opposed to, so I guess I don't know. I don't really know. It seems you have a really extraordinary journey that's very atypical, and I don't know what to. I feel like there's a story there somewhere. Yeah. So, I don't know. You tell me.
So I guess as far as, I was really into art, so that was my thing, right? Art and tech. I just so happened to have a best friend who was like phenomenal. When I say phenomenal, guys, I mean he was like ridiculous at sports. You put him on any sport, he was a guy. Like, I mean, this dude was like a freshman in high school, like power cleaning 315, like it was nothing, like running over senior players like they were like just garbage, So like we would go work out. He would make me come out, work out with him, and then we would go back to his house and play like Halo 2 all day and Halo 1, stuff like that, and play like Call of Duty. And even like there was one point where like we had all the football players playing World of Warcraft in his grandma's living room. It was like 15 guys that you would never expect to play like WoW, and just because me and this guy, the star athlete of the school was playing, they all were playing. So so I was always into gaming. It just so happened that he was good at sports, which made me go into sports because he was doing it. So like that kind of that's, I guess that's where the whole sports thing started. Because like, I mean, once you get going, like you want to see how good you can be, that's what I try to do anyway. And then it was like football, track, and powerlifting. So powerlifting came into play, and that was fun, you know. So I kept doing that along with football, and then like someone was like, "Dude, you know what? You're pretty strong. You ever tried Olympic lifting?" And I mean, ever since I was hooked, because that shit was challenging. That is challenging. Like powerlifting, you just have to be strong. That's it. Olympic lifting, bro, you have to be strong and like be able to move functionally. And I was just like this stiff dude, like strong, you know, which is cool. But like at the end of the day, technique is key, man. Like people still tell me to this day, dude, you're so strong, man. But like, and I'm like, yeah, but I can't get under the weight. Like I can pull it to my chest, but I can't. You know, there's some things that I just can't do because like I need to like train those techniques, man. So it's cool to be strong, but there's a guy that always says like, you either really strong or you're good at technique. That's it.
That makes sense.
But yeah, but so that's the whole sports thing. But as far as the tech thing, I actually, so like I said, I was really big into art. Like in high school, I had like this professor that would come take me out of art class, and I would do this thing. We'd go over like ideals and stuff like that, and like he would show me things that I already did, but I didn't know the name to, which was pretty cool. And I like math and science and tech, like I said. And so when I was about to go to college, I eventually was like, okay, so what do I want to do? What are the things that I like to do? I was like, I like to draw, I like tech, I like math, I like science, and I was like, oh, architecture. So that was my first original thing. But when I went to college in Arkansas, you know, the first college I went to, I really like started like messing with like computer parts, because like, you know, I played football in Arkansas, which we're probably gonna get to. I see it on the list. So I was helping a lot of guys with the computers because like they weren't really tech savvy. So and I was like, man, I kind of I like this a lot. And I did tell you I did take that computer class in high school. My physics teacher actually taught it. So I had, you know, I knew a little bit about C# and like a little bit of HTML stuff. Oh, and MySpace also helped with that a lot. MySpace actually helped with my HTML and CSS tremendously, surprisingly. The GOAT, the diamond, nobody knows, the original teacher to fucking computer science, MySpace, of all things. Crazy, I know.
Wait, you're saying that because like you were able to use CSS to like super mod out your MySpace to make it like gigapimped?
Yes, exactly.
Oh my god, dude.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what? Okay, minor derail here, y'all, but like, it's no. Listen, no. That's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because I got some of y'all Zoomers who are like, man, why don't Twitter let me play music on my profile page? And it's like, man, y'all motherfuckers weren't around for MySpace, and that shit was toxic.
Yeah,
that shit. There's a reason why music died on like music on autoplay music on web pages has been dead since 2005, because MySpace proved that it just doesn't work. It's so fucking annoying. Yeah. Period. Ask any boomer who's around during MySpace and they'll tell you it's trash.
Yeah. But yeah. So like I was saying, like when I was in Arkansas, I started helping guys out with their computers, and I was like, I like this. And it was a small school, so like the options were very limited for majors. So, you know, I probably stayed in Arkansas for another year, and after I left, I went back to school in where we live at now, and they had way more options. And I was like, man, I really like computers and stuff. And I seen a thing for electrical engineering. I was like, shit, I want to do this. This is awesome. You know, and I was rolling through the major. And then I remember they're like, well, you have to take computer science if you want to be an electrical engineering major. For you guys who don't know, electrical engineering is more like the hardware computers, and computer science is the software. You know, that's typically how you dictate, but you do have to know about the other one to be able to work, because you can't just do electrical stuff, you know, and not know how to code. So one of my first computer science classes is actually assembly. I learned assembly before anything. And assembly is like, I mean, it's like probably, I'm gonna say one of the lowest. I don't know if it is the lowest before machine language. It's literally like do this, go back, do this, go back, do this, you know, stacks and stuff like that. Assembly.
Look at RP saying.
I hate assembly. No, it's cool, man. I like assembly, man. It was because it shows you like, you know, like exactly like how the computer's thinking. You gotta like register memory exactly, like stuff like that. It's a really great teaching tool, like to like before you go into the higher levels of like, you know, I'm basically gonna type a sentence and the computer's gonna do it. Like it was a great way to learn, man. Like I actually enjoyed it. Like we had to do projects in it. We built a little machine gun turret that you walked in front of it and it shot you, it panned whatever, and we did that all in assembly, man. It was great. And then the next thing we had to learn is like more computers. Like I think we basically had to get a minor in it, and it was C++. And then people were kind of struggling with it, and I was like rolling through it. I'm like, dude, this is awesome. Like, how do y'all not? It's just logic, like. Maybe like I don't understand.
It's just logic, like American academics like ever reinforce logic as like a logic and critical thinking, or no, you're throwing a bunch of facts, memorize them for standardized testing, and told the fuck out of here and go to. We don't no, we get an F- on logic here.
Yo, man.
I mean, look at American people now. They got wearing a mask is political at this point. Get out of here, dude.
But no, that's what most people struggled at. It was like they just didn't understand how it worked, and I'm just like, dude, just write it out, or like.
Look at this guy.
I don't I didn't understand why people didn't understand it.
Forehead, dude. Just get good, bro. How you not? How are you dumb? Like,
okay, so I guess in my defense, I did read a little bit more than average guy that was there, but I also had an interest in it, so that helped a lot. I was doing it in my spare time, which I still do today, so that helped a lot. And I was like, got an electrical computer engineering, I'm just gonna go to computer science. And then I met my homeboy Luke, who was like a workhorse. This dude would freaking slave drive me, man. Like we would I remember one winter he wanted to build an app and a website. And I was working at a bike shop at the time. I used to work at a bike shop and build bikes, like just part-time for some extra cash between the bars and other jobs I had. And he would come pick me up, and we would program until the sun came up. He would not let me go home. He was like, because he's a perfectionist, he's very OCD. He'd be like, no, hey, can you change this? Can you move this? We have to do this. We set up our own server and we ran it off a laptop in his aunt's house. That's what we were programming at. So we made an app and a website in probably like 2 months. And he actually started a business, but we had to shut it down because we were going back to school. Which to this day, I wish we'd have kept going. I wish.
What was it? What was it?
It was called iCajun. So, but it was a great premise.
Okay,
it was great. So what he did was, we would sell mom and pop. It was basically like us selling mom and pop shops that don't have like a place to sell online, or they like not very tech savvy. We would go up to and he actually did this. He would go up to the stores, and Luke is just like a different animal.
Build the infrastructure where you can quickly add inventory.
And he did it. That's the crazy thing. He went up to these people. He's like, hey, I got another. He would call me. He's like, I just love this place. We got another product. Like, we have to put it up. So I would put it up on the website.
So essentially, you built Portal Grubhub or Portal like DoorDash for any like merchandise, any kind of product you can sell. Yeah. So you want to get Cajun stuff anywhere from these shops that are way too rural to ever have an online infrastructure. He built that and then built it in a way where you could quickly, easily add it.
And he was like, we got to shut it down. We can't do this.
Man, what year was this?
And 2010, maybe 2011.
No, I wish you. Are you kidding me? And y'all,
we didn't know, man. We didn't know.
I get it though. 2010. Yeah, it's a different man. That sounds like it's bulletproof there. Like, wait,
it was awesome.
Like, how would that have failed? The only way that fails if you don't have enough like capital to inject to keep it afloat until you like, I don't know, like, what was your business model? Y'all would charge what 30% maybe, or like?
Yeah. Well, so and that's another thing we had to learn. We had to learn about shipping. We had to learn about how much we would charge to make a profit, if any, because that's just providing a service for a while. So like we learned about like a bunch of the business side that like I don't I would have never looked up on my own. It was just like, oh, how do we do this? So we learned about all that, and then we had to like we put in place a place to store all our stuff, so we know where to store it from. We knew who we was gonna get it from like weekly, because like some of those things are like handmade things, So like we kind of worked out like all the small details as far as the business side goes. Kind of made a business plan that we didn't like, because we didn't know what a business plan was. We're just a bunch of tech guys. So we were like, we go look it up. So we Google it, right? You Google a business plan. It's like, oh, we have all this stuff, because that's the stuff we were trying to figure out to begin with. So yeah, that was it was interesting.
Man, I'm so sad because like I feel like that would work. Like, can I ask what was the most popular thing that was ordered there? Like, what was the thing that you clearly saw demand people were looking to get that they couldn't get conveniently?
At the time, Tony Sasseries. Easily. People love Tony Sasseries.
Wait. Is that not sold nationwide?
Now it is.
Are you AJ? AJ, do you hate money? Do you hate money, dude? I cannot.
It is.
I did not know.
Now
wow.
Yeah. At the time, it was like sold, but like not really nationwide. But they had a few places you can buy it online. Like now, like you can buy it like Walmart anywhere. But at the time, like you couldn't get it on the West Coast. Like people would ship it to. I knew friends that ship it to the West Coast. We would ship it to. I have a few friends in Norway. We'd ship it to them because when they came to visit, they were like, "Oh my God, this stuff is great." So I mean, like that was Mellow Joy Coffee was another one too. Just local stuff, We're just trying to do something cool, whatever. Yeah, look, Tony Sasser is looking up.
For those not in the know here, this is like the I'm from the South staple here, okay? This shit is.
We put it on everything. We really do.
I misspelled it really bad here. Yeah. Yeah, like people throw this shit on everything, yo.
Seriously.
Like, I don't know if you ever seen this before, like at your Walmart at this point. I can't believe this was not sold nationwide already. I didn't, or it is now, but I didn't know like even 10 years ago it wasn't. I thought.
Yeah, about 10, 20 years.
Yeah, you put this shit. Look, if y'all okay, all right. Let me tell you my story about that. Okay, look. Back when I was fat hex, like pre 2009, okay, when my diet consisted of like the 4 food groups of cereal, Easy Mac, microwavable corn dog, and did I say cereal already? Yeah. Cereal twice actually, because it was a fuck ton of cereal. Like I didn't cook, right? Like Easy Mac got mega boring by I don't know whatever point here by middle school. Tony saved that. Like I would just take Easy Mac and throw a fuck ton of 20s on that shit and keep on going.
Same here.
And if you're feeling exotic, take a hot dog, microwave it, chop it up, throw it with the macaroni, the Tony's on top, and call it a day, boys. So yeah, the seasoning can help even the most bland and mundane of things you're eating there. So crazy, man. That's AJ. That's yeah. Okay. That's crazy. So y'all built that. I forgot. I didn't mean to interrupt you here. You built that, and y'all had to go back to school, so you had to stop it. Yeah. And then what?
And we just bartended, and we just went back to school, and that was it. That was the end of that. And I think the next thing, I kept doing website work, so I was freelancing for a while.
So let's clarify. So y'all built that whole thing for fun and getting good at programming and all that.
That's it.
Like it wasn't like there was no like set career ambition. It was more or like
like to do it.
Just to do,
I guess
this man's really Goku here. Yeah, I'm just training for the fun of it. I'm not really out here to like be the world's strongest, be the next Hercule, be the next Mr. Satan or anything. No. There's no economic prosperity here. I just want to be strong. I just want to be Goku.
So like I guess that kind of kicked off me towards more web application and him towards more iOS because he was building the iOS stuff and I was doing more the web based. So I guess that pushed me in a more direction. I was like, man, this is actually a lot easier than building an application from scratch in C++ or C# or anything like that. It's almost foolproof, honestly. PHP, which I use now, is almost foolproof. Like you can. There's just not as much room for error, I guess you can say. But yeah, so I started doing like freelance stuff, like while I was like at school and working, and then eventually it landed me a job, internship, which eventually went into a job. They hired me off the internship. They were like, "You want a job?" And I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it." And that was basically the start of my tech career, I guess you could say. Yeah.
Okay. Man, do you want to take a question right now?
Yeah,
I'm already getting. They can't even wait. We haven't even finished telling your life story yet, and they're already asked about a question right now. All right, so Xanderin, your question. I am building a startup while I am on vacation. I'm a professional developer, team and tech lead. The hardest part is like economic laws and an advertisement. How did you solve all that? Just read it up.
Yeah. We just looked it up, honestly, and seeing what other dudes did. I mean, it's a lot better now because like you have like guys on YouTube showing. Oh my dude, yes.
Yeah, 10 years ago you didn't have
we didn't have any of this, and then and the worst is like really the thing was back then like as far as web stuff goes, like it wasn't really like a whole lot of like people didn't really care as much, I guess. So like you could just kind of throw stuff up and you know, as far as you as like, you know, like screwing people over, or like you had like a secure way to collect money, you were most likely good, you know, just avoid copyright infringement, shit like that, and you were solid. But iOS, Apple, that's a different story. Like iOS is like strict. You have to have these guidelines. You can't have this. You have to provide updates. It was insane. I was just like, man, you can deal with that.
So it sounds like y'all entertained the idea of making iOS stuff. On Apple's spec. He did.
He did for sure.
And you felt like it was like super strict.
Yeah.
Can you give us any juice on that? Like what were things that y'all like? Here's your plan of what you were gonna do if you're entering mobile development, and then Apple said no, that's not enough. You got to do all this extra shit to be on the Apple App Store spec.
Yeah. So
what were those things that you didn't think you would have to do that they wanted you to do?
Say like you just build an app to do a certain thing, and like in his case or our case, like the one I helped with was Bouncy Blob. You can actually download it now if you want. And this was around the time that Flappy Bird came out. Okay. So we were like, damn, this dude's making all his money off this stupid little app that we can probably make. He actually made it in a day. The dude built it in a day.
Flappy Bird's
my homeboy built it in a day, and I was like, you know, what else do you need? And it's like, oh, you know, just do this, you know. And so we did it, and like we got it up there, and like he tried to submit it, and then they sent us. So you submit your app once it's built, and they review it. They sent the stuff back, and it was like, you need to have. I don't remember like all the details, but it was like a lot of security stuff. You have to have in the actual code itself, like. Oh man, I wish I could remember, because I remember looking at it and reading it, and I was like, dude, you have to have all this stuff. He's like, yeah, man. Are they just, you know, I get it. It's for security. It's also Apple. Like they don't want like other people like taking, you know.
Want that Android third party.
No, hell no. So
closed guard means closed guard.
So I guess the main thing I remember is like you had to have certain stuff in your code, which was blowing me away, because I'm like, you know, this is my code. Like why should I have this in here? But you know, that's just, you know, if you want an app on iOS, you have to do these type of things. I get it, you know. Now it's more like that. Today is more like that. Like even if I build like, you know, a web application, or like, you know, a plugin for WordPress or a plugin for Shopify, stuff like that, like you have to have certain things, you know. And which is, you know, if you're a programmer, you know, like sometimes the best way isn't the best way. Like you want to like match, you want to have consistency throughout it, you know, like, you know, you find like this cool code snippet, or like you want to try this new thing, and it's like, yeah, that's probably the most efficient way to do it, but like the rest of the code isn't like that, you know. You gotta keep that same thing going. So, but yeah, I get it now. Back then we were just like, what? No, we don't want to do this, but you had to. So you still probably have to. If you ever like get into iOS development, just a heads up, there's a lot of things you have to read up on and know before you can even get your app on App Store.
Damn, dude. Okay. Fuck, I forget where I was going with this now. So you and your boy built iCajun. Missed out on being a multimillionaire, unfortunately. Well, it's okay though. Hindsight's crazy like that. So you can't live in the past on that one. Semester moved on, and I guess, okay, like what happens after the semester? Because I kind of like lost track of where we're going with this now.
The internship.
Oh yeah, the internship. You got hired, they gave you a job, and you got tech industry. Yeah. Okay, all right, tight. And is that job being a programmer? That was before that. We're not at like LSU yet, right?
No.
Okay. Way before. Like what year was that when that happened?
Actually, that was last
year. Wait. So this whole like internship, the job, that was.
Oh no, the internship.
Yeah.
15. Something like that. Yeah.
So it's fair to say that you've been in the tech industry since 2015?
Longer. Because I was doing freelance before, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Well, dang, okay, I'm trying to think here where we go with this now. All right, so from that, I guess my question would be, okay, so you briefly went to university in Arkansas, right? And I I hate that. I'm not trying to race bait here at all here, but it's more like I know how North Louisiana is when it comes to racial relations. It's pretty fucking terrible out there. I wouldn't even want to go over there, honestly, like legitimately. My question to you though is like, what was it like for someone who, like, I guess you grew up in Louisiana and you went over to Arkansas? What was that like? Were you in like rural Arkansas?
Oh, it was rural. It was rural.
Oh, okay. So you were not like in Fayetteville, or you were not where it was metro. You were out. Okay. So tell me about that. Then what was that like?
I mean, honestly, like there's probably some places we wouldn't go, just through word of mouth, you know. But for the most part, like, you know, like I said, like the people who went to college were like probably more chill than anything, or the older generation. So like, there's a lot of places we didn't go. There was also like a lot of places you could not go because most of South Arkansas is a dry county, so you know there was no bars or clubs or anything like that. You probably had to drive like 3 or 4 hours to like get alcohol, which is, you know, 6 hours back to bring it back, you know, there and back. Yeah, I mean, like there was a few places we just didn't go. So I mean, luckily it wasn't as bad. It wasn't bad at all in the college. You know, so because it was a good mix in the college, you know, it's probably, I would say about 50-50. A lot of Indian descent, actually. Yeah, a lot of people mix with Indians there, so it was pretty cool. A little good blend. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't that bad. But like I said, we avoided the places that probably could have been bad. So.
Yeah, gotta love that ingrained subconscious. You know, just, you know, you don't go to cut off Louisiana. You don't go there. You don't go to Arkansas. You don't go to the no spots of Arkansas, possibly.
A lot of places are getting better though, man. It's just the old.
All right. Okay. Well, let's see here. So now we're on. I guess okay. So let's go over to now that we're past 2015. You're in the tech space here. What was do you feel like you ever had, and again, I'm not necessarily in being implicative here that this happened to you, it's more I'm asking here, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like you had like you were ever like part of any kind of like diversity quotas in your work environments in tech space? I feel like this sometimes a thing that people have to deal with here, but you tell me, did you ever feel that was the case or not really at all?
Man, I want to say I don't, but when you go into a place and you're like the only black person there, then you like, you know, you kind of start to question, but like, is it, you know, you try to play devil's advocate on both sides. You're like, is it because I was just qualified, or was it just because like there is no other race here? It's just like, it's really up in the air, you know?
Wait. So you're saying that you had the suspicion because sometimes you were the only black guy there,
yeah,
right?
No, I mean, I feel like that's a logical thing to question, you know? Like, I'm not saying that's the reason. I'm just like, you know, I hope I got this job because like I'm good enough, because I never want a job or any opportunity given to me just because, you know, black, man. That just sucks, you know? It's like, here you go, like, here's your handout. And I'm like, man, I want that, you know? But it also sucks at the same time. It's like, you didn't get the job because of that, you know, if you're a black woman or Asian or whatever, you know, that kind of sucks too, which, you know, they try to balance those things out, but like, you know, in some cases it's just, that's not what it is, you know? Like, just so happen to be like the most qualified people come from this area that just so happen to not be black, you know? It's just like, fuck, man.
No, I feel that because like, you know, I never, just like with you with that whole thing with me on Twitch, I never tried to think of like, you know, like I'm the best black streamer, or that I'm good because I'm black, or, you know, or whatever it may be, right? Like I never even try to, I like to think I never exploit my race for gain on Twitch. I think I've been pretty proud of like not doing that. I mean, even you go back here, it's always been like Strike's the speed runner, you know. It's always been, you know, always got sick APM, he's got charisma, he's got personality, he makes his high tech skill relatable. It's never been, oh no, he's the black guy, you know. It's never even been that. In fact, actually the first, like, I don't know if you how often you've been paying, I don't know how long you've been on like speed run stuff and all that, but like the first AGDQ 2010, 2011, 2012. Well, point is, just like what you were saying, your situation here, I was the only black guy there, but I didn't think about it because my whole goal was just like, you know, the, like, you know, put on a sick ass run, you know. So
hey,
like,
let's do this.
you know,
I'm here, baby.
exactly right. So. So I totally feel it there. And then also because like when you have this idea of like this pressure of like diversity quotas or being the only black guy there, it's like it puts a lot of the onus on you to like really show up. And sometimes you know, you like it gives you like a rush, like, yeah, I can do this. But other times it's like, you know, it's like, fuck, dude, I might collapse here, you know, or whatever. You know, I'm repping the whole race right now, and it puts like this.
That's unfair to put that on you.
Yeah,
I feel like that's unfair. You know, like that shouldn't be like something just one person should have on their shoulders, like for an entire like, you know, group of people. Like I get it, like, you know, as far, you know, we get stereotyped, you know, people get stereotyped and you put in categories and they're like, well, let's just give them a test drive. But like you it's just you're just being yourself. Like you're just being you. You're not like, you know, like, oh, I'm representing all these people here and they're gonna act like me. That's just silly. Like, you know, you can't account for those people. You can't tell like, hey, like, you know, Jim back there is gonna be like the exact same like black guy I'm gonna be. Like, no, he has his own interests. He's a person. Like, you know, like you can't really say that. It's kind of like, it's almost kind of silly, you know. But you know, whatever. Just deal with it.
Here right now, someone want a clarification here on did you mean Native American Indians or did you mean like
Native
American Indians?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, actually, I thought you were referring to like
India.
I thought you were Asia
no.
and India.
No.
Oh, okay.
Native American. Arkansas, yeah, definitely in Arkansas, Native Americans.
I don't even know. I've never been to Arkansas, so I don't really know what I don't know that what the demographics, their breakdown look like here and whatnot. Gotcha. Okay. Because actually, I was thinking like scholarship from like Asia, India.
Wild. I actually didn't see any Indians in maybe like a handful, maybe like probably 10. Not a lot in that area.
Okay. Yeah. So then we got, you know, look, they cannot wait, y'all. They got another question here for you. You experience being the token person in the company. For example, at my company, I'm a developer and I am the only black person on a team of 30 people. It makes me on edge every day. Do you experience anything like that as well?
I wouldn't say on edge, man. Like, I guess I need more context here. Like, is it just because you're like there and like they're expecting? I mean, I just don't feel on edge, man. Like, I'm really comfortable. I guess I don't know, dude. I'm just like comfortable.
It sounds like because you're confident in what you do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, and if I wasn't, I'm gonna figure it out.
Damn. Okay, baby. Yeah. Damn, let's go.
But see, that's how I am. Like, cause like most programming jobs is like, you go into it like you might be working with a language that you have no, because it's always changing. You know, like you always have to like there's something new. Like especially like front end stuff. You know, like. I think Ruby was popular back then. Now it's like it was Vue for a while. Now it's Node. You know, like those things they have their similarities, but they have also like subtle differences that like completely change it. You know, so you always have to be learning. And like I'm at a point now to where like, yeah, I don't know the language, but I'm gonna figure it out. Like that just comes with the territory. You know, as far as being a programmer, like honestly, you're a programmer. Like that's your second outfit. Your first one, you're a problem solver. Straight up, you're a problem solver. Like that's what they need to start telling people in college. Like, yeah, you're gonna learn the skill set, but you're gonna need to know how to problem solve off the jump. I've trained people, you know, like now that I've been in it for so long, and they know the language, but me coming to their desk and just like looking at them, and I know the problem. I see it, and I know how to solve it, but I can't tell you how to solve it. You have to learn how to solve it. That's the difference. And that's what they struggle with the most. They can tell me how, yeah, I can write I can write this script, you know, I can go online and like do this, but if you can't tell me like how this works, what happened for it not to work and how to solve it, then I mean, you're just gonna have trouble in the industry, man. That's it. So,
dang, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there's some major character arc here where like why do I feel like not every programmer has that outlook here? Am I wrong in that? Like I feel like, because what you're saying is like, I'm gonna solve it, I'm gonna get it done,
yeah,
and you know you got to know A, B, and C, and if you don't, then you can't solve it. But why do I feel like that's not the, like, is your outlook uncommon, or is that like how every programmer? Because like you sound really confident about like the criteria it takes to solve a problem.
Yeah.
Is that typical or not really?
I feel like it's typical, but it could also due to the fact of like what they're doing. Like they could also be doing some mundane stuff to where it's like the exact same type of thing every day. You know, like, oh, you know, I just write these. You know, I forgot. But I'm trying to give you a scenario here. Like, you know, I just write something to make this move a certain way every day. Or like I check for this error, this type of error every day, because they do that, man. They compartmentalize like almost like bigger companies, everything. Like there's like I think Google is, for example, like has a team that just does the messages, like this one little specific thing, and that's all they do. So like, you know, you kind of get into the rut of doing the same stuff to where like I started off at like smaller tech companies, like startups and stuff like that, and like help friends who was trying to start stuff off where you don't have this team of stuff and like, you know, like one person doing this, one person doing that, one person doing that. You kind of have to do like 4 or 5 things, and you know, you just have to learn. Like there's no excuses. Like there's no one else that's gonna do it. You know, you just have to like know all these 6 things, like, and you know, you just get it done at the end of the day. So
Okay.
yeah.
So, okay, so we gone from that now, and I guess the next step would be as we're getting past our who is AJ life story arc right now is employment. Do you feel like I mean, this goes across the whole spectrum. This is more of like an IRL broad thing here. As like a bartender, as you know, an official hired employee who's like a professional programmer for, you know, LSU or whatever it may have been here. Do you ever feel like your race had a play in one way or another here, where maybe others had to deal with that same situation? Or
Yeah, I mean, let's not beat around the bush. Like, you know, I wouldn't say it would have had a negative effect, but probably like a positive. It's like, oh, cool, you know, like get this black guy in here, you know, like spice it up a bit, you know. So like, I can't say, you know, I don't know what that other person's thinking. Like, even if
okay, all right, you're being so polite right now. Okay, let me spell it out for you, okay, boys. Man, you're pretty well mannered for a black person.
That does happen, man.
All right, now that's did you ever get that? Did you ever feel that was ever a thing? Because like that's what
Yeah, of course, man.
Oh, what you mean? Of course, like that's the.
Yeah, that stuff happens all the time, you know. Like even like when I say I was talking, you know, back when I was talking on Discord, you know, they're like, "Oh, you don't sound like a black guy," and I was like, "Am I supposed to sound unintelligible?" You know, be angry, but you know that just comes with the stereotype, you know. I get it, but like, you know, some black guys are just like, you know, they're cooler. They say more slang, you know. It's just this type of stereotype, you know. And I don't get mad at it, you know. It's just it is what it is, you know. Just, you know, teach them like, hey, you know, like you know, I guess like me being myself, I'm trying to like unintentionally show them like, you know, everybody's a stereotype to some degree, but like we're all just our own people, man. You know, just so happen as like. They like, you know, that group of people like that, you know, that group of people like that. But at the end of the day, we're still like, I'm just me, you know, I'm just trying to be me at the end of the day. But yeah, that happens a lot though, man.
I hear you on that one. It's interesting because like my upbringing sounds a little bit different than yours. Because like for me, it was like, and forgive me if I've already told you a story before here, but it's like, for me, as the only black kid who played Yu-Gi-Oh in high school, in rural, sorry, what was that? What?
No.
Okay.
The only black kid.
The only black kid meant that, you know, so all my friends were white, not by choice though. It's like they all interest. Yeah, they all played Yu-Gi-Oh. They all were into anime. The other black kids didn't give a shit about that, so I couldn't relate to what they were into comparatively here. They obsessed over shoes and Jordans and Lil Boosie and Juvie and all that. And I'm like, okay, well that's cool and all, but I mean, like, damn, dude, like, you don't fuck with Linkin Park? You don't like trance? You don't like Yu-Gi-Oh? You don't like anime?
And we like Boosie.
Yeah, I don't hate
But
Boosie.
I also love like.
But it's like, yeah, I don't like Boosie 7 days a week. Like shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, they would tell me though, it's like, you know, and why you act so white?
Bro.
Why? Now. Oh, okay. Now I got him, boys. So look, it took how long has it been? It took an hour. Finally, okay.
But that's from the opposite end though. That's not from white to black. That's from black to black.
Yeah,
that's the opposite end.
Okay.
So I got that a lot. So I mean, I probably left out. I used to skateboard a lot, and I was in a metal band. So I was in a metal band. I used to play bass. We would play metal like throughout the week, and Sunday we would play in a church band. So obviously, I had like a lot of white friends, but also Jordan was black, and like I had a mix of I had like mix of friends, like I did whatever. But I started doing some of the stuff my other friends would do, or like go to places where it's like for a while the metal scene in like Crowley, Louisiana is just like this back in town and like areas around it. There was no other black guys there. I was it, and they you could just tell it was like what this dude doing here. Before I go on and we perform, and it's like, oh, that's pretty cool. You just don't see that a whole lot, and go back to school, like, man, why you dress so white? Why you talk so white? And I'm just like, I mean, am I talking white? I'm just being myself, just an oddity, I was just an oddity. I didn't really fit in, I was playing sports in a metal band, skateboarding, like, they're like, what is going on with this dude? I was just being my diverse self, man. That's it,
That's what I was wondering. So I'm like, did you not? There's no way like you were you in high school and I was me, and like, and our experiences are that wildly different, dude. I feel like I got I felt like I got shunned for it because it was like it made me feel this awkward sense of like shame and guilt for what I was into. Like I had to like regress my
definitely
my nerdiness, but really it's my own personality to like, so that way I wouldn't get roasted for it or whatever.
I didn't hide it. That's because like I was in so much involved in school, and like I just always had this positive energy that people we forced people to accept it. Like the group of guys I was with was also like that, so like kind of changed the school, like like some of the typical things like people would get bullied for, we kind of made it cool. Like I think by the end of my senior year, everybody was watching anime. Everybody was cool, and like like I'll listen to a couple of like some guys on the.
What was your graduation class?
2007.
I feel like we're on a different planet right now, dude.
Oh, it was crazy. Yeah.
No, because like this is like for me, no, they're like.
No,
I feel like
over that school. Like me and my friends, we were the school. Like and like I was doing morning announcements. Like I was I get on there like like. Good morning, Crawley High. I was having a blast. Like, I was not gonna let anyone stop me from having fun, dude.
Man, look,
man. Like
the real alpha right now.
I was like, dude, I'm like, like when I first got there, it sucked. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, everything was exactly like the way you said it. There were like your jocks, your bullies, like your tech guys, your art guys, and stuff like that. And everybody kind of had their own bubble. But I was like, by the time I guess hanging out with Jordan and like playing sports and like still doing the things that I like to do and going in with that more popular school and like group of people, like, and keeping those things, like other people started doing them, and we kind of getting popular, and just like I was like, so what? You don't like it? Oh well. So yeah, dude.
That's actually that's really, really cool. I'm glad that you were able to rise up to that.
I was like, I'm doing it.
I still feel like there's more to dive into there because you felt the opposition, and you felt some sense of animosity, but you were able to like take that and like, no, you're being illogical. I'm not going to enable this toxic outlook of like what is being black here. This doesn't work that way. Yeah. And you reconfigured it and flipped it on them. Comparatively for me, I like shut down, was like, yeah, well, I wish somebody was in my corner here. I don't know who to talk to about it because I'm the only black guy dealing with this shit right now. And it's like I don't want to make it about race, but race is what it's being made about right now.
On both sides.
And it's like, fuck, dude. Like, so I just comparatively for me, I shut it out and doubled down on it. That's actually why the name Tracks Pima thing, because I was like, all right, well, fuck IRL. I hate school, hate IRL, I hate this shit. You know where I felt at peace? When I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Online. When I was hopping on YVD and slaying noobs there. Because there, my race wasn't relevant, it was all gameplay. It was gameplay, it was skill, it was none of the other bullshit. So that made me feel at peace. When I was with my homies playing, in my Yu-Gi-Oh clan on, that's so boomer right now. With my homies in my Yu-Gi-Oh clan on my AIM buddy list, like when shit went down in the AIM group chats, y'all. Dude, we were talking mad shit in that thing, dude. Awesome. You can tell I got laid a lot, dude. My Yu-Gi-Oh clan, we used to fuck around, boys.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, yeah, like we did, like I have friends who play Magic, man. Like nobody picked on him. We wasn't letting it happen. It's like, man, I like Magic. Like I'll play with him sometime. He would try to teach me. So it was just like stuff like video games. Like everybody played video games. And at one point, like I think around my senior year, like started having like barbecues at my house, which was pretty cool because like I kind of lived in like a more like a low income area. So like these everybody would show up and it'd be like football players, it'd be like tech guys, it'd be like video game guys, and like other just a random assortment of people, and like we would just all kick it and have a good time. So I guess that helped too. It's like, oh wow, like I can relate to this, a football guy relating to like a theater guy, like, oh man, yeah, I love that movie. And then like the theater guy's like, well, did you know about this about the movie? And the football guy was like, no man, like I only kind of like watched it for the action. And it's like, yeah, but like the plot and this, like, so that was pretty cool, man. But like I swear, like people, when me and my group of friends were in high school, people love going to school, which is not really heard of in high school.
Yeah,
I wish I had people here that could tell you how fun it was.
Damn it, that sounds like
it was great.
Me and you were on different planets,
it was
dude.
Great, man. I love high school.
Different planets, bro. It was
I had my bad times in high school too. Like I remember my football coach actually called me into a meeting at, like around my end of my sophomore year, because this is when we were like, we had a big class that year in football, and I was basically like the captain of the defense, or going to be, and they called me in the office towards the end, and it was my defensive coach and the head coach, and it was just them two, and they called me in. I walk in and I'm like, what's up? And they were like, you have to stop skateboarding. They told me I had to stop skateboarding because they wasn't demanding, but they were kind of like insisting, because to them they was like, you could get hurt, like we really need you football field. So that was the ending of my skateboard. I still have my skateboard in my car right now. Like I get it on every once in a while, but like that was kind of the end of it. Yeah. So like we started taking.
It's more of a liability thing.
Oh yeah. Because like if I get hurt, then like they have to replace me, which is like they already invested.
That reminds me of that one time. You remember the story? There was a MLB professional baseball pitcher who, at the height of Guitar Hero popularity, the coach told him, "You can't play guitar anymore." I'm sorry.
Dude, I never heard of that.
Really?
What?
Chat, help me out here. Who was the baseball player who the coach told him you can't play guitar anymore because he was worried Guitar Hero was a liability for his arm that he needed to have for pitching? Come on, help me out. Who was that? Guitar Hero benches big leaguer. Yeah, there. Yeah, 2006. Wow. Yeah. No, sports league, sports ball megalol. Like, what are sports? We only care about esports. I get it. Baseball's like a boomer sport anyway, so who even cares? I mean, I'm not even roasting it here. I'm telling you, like, I remember reading the stats here. MLB, the average television viewer, 55 plus. Yep. Like, it's like, I get attending a MLB or attending a baseball game because that's like an atmospheric thing. But watching MLB, no, that is, dude, it's so low octane, dude. It's like that's why
they tried to focus on like a younger crowd. They want to like, we need to get these sports back popular with a younger age, and we're like, I don't even really watch sports. I watch rugby sometime, but I watch rugby sometime, but like, I mean, if it's not on already, the chances of me turning it on instead of turning on my computer to play, whatever's on there, is the computer's gonna win. That computer. Oh, I play rugby too, by the way, but that computer's gonna win. So I mean, I'm just saying. Sports are cool, and it's funny because people will come to the bar and they try to talk sports with me. I would just repeat what they would say. It worked. I would just be like, yeah, like, I know the household names, like, like LeBron James, all those people like that in any sport. But like, as far as like the game, you catch the game last night? I'll be like, the game. I didn't say yeah or no. I just said the game, and they start talking. I'm like, man, I hope they'll pull it off, and they're just like, they'll fill in for me. I'm just keeping the conversation going. No idea.
It sounds like you have created the Facebook self-reflect bubble that is so perfectively done at this point here. You know, the idea being that, you know, when you get on Facebook or any of these like created timeline social medias here, that you know, supposed to unite everyone, connect everyone here, but in reality, all this just like reinforce your worldview. That way, you continue to want more and more of it because it makes you feel like self-indulgent and very, very important. So, you know, just do that as a waiter or bartender.
This is what I want you to see. Now give me more money.
Yeah, it's just easier that way, y'all. It's not even a manipulation thing. Well, it is, but it's like
just when it came to sports.
It's you want to avoid confrontation. Like as the person trying to like be likable to leave an impression. That way you get a good tip or they request you next time or whatever, or you just build a relationship with that person or whatever. It's like you want to avoid challenging their worldviews. You just want to engage in a legitimate, memorable manner, if that makes sense. Yeah. But that's like, but we'll have like waiter bartender 101 at a later time in a future episode possibly, because that's like a whole. That's a whole. Service industry. Wait, what do you mean, dude? What do you talk? Why do you think I'm? Honestly, here, yo, as much as it gives me PTSD, and it does, honestly, but like, one of the major reasons why I think I'm successful as a streamer is because I had 8 years of sociology practice as a waiter.
You had to. That's the crazy thing.
You have to. If you
force you in front of people to make contacts constantly, like over and over again. Like that's the best training you can have. Like you already had years already for this. Like it forces you.
8 years of knowing exactly when you failed on communication because they're not, you know, what's today's special? You take too long to explain it, they don't care anymore. Oh no. What's favorite dishes? You don't do an engaging description enough, they're already tuned out or whatever. Yeah. Like they'll give it to you right away. They'll look at their phone. They're right back on their phone. Today's special is, and they're just not even looking at you. It's like, okay, well they don't care about that. All right. Yeah, exactly. Right. I mean, dude, like being too friendly. I've had jealous dude, or I'm sorry, let me say it, insecure dude bros mad that I'm like macking on their bitch, and it's like, dude, dog, she's talking to me, she's wearing a new Apple Watch, I'm in the market for one, I'd like to hear, I don't have one still, I just want to hear does she like it, you know, I'm making convo about a common topic that's a low entry barrier so I can engage legitimately so you can like me as a waiter / a person. Bro, don't be mad because you don't give a fuck about your wife and you ignore her all fucking day. Like, goddamn, dude, like, fuck. What do you think I can mac on your bitch while y'all are here I'm not the one treating her to dinner today. You think I'm gonna mac on your bitch and get her number low key in front of you? You think I'm that alpha, dude? Like, bro, you're the one paying the bill. Like, come the fuck on, dude. Think about what you're saying right now. You fuck.
Try smooth, y'all. Try smooth.
Like, dude, I was so mad that one time this happened because I was like, dog, are you serious, dude? Like, bro, I'm covered in like fucking salsa and fucking fajita jizz right now. You think I'm gonna like mac right now, dude? Like, bruh. Oh my god, dude. I'm just like,
the fajita's hot just like you, baby. What you want to do? I got it. What you need, I got you. It's on me tonight, baby. Don't worry.
Oh my god. Oh, yeah, I got some salsa at the crib. What's going on, baby? Awesome. No, dude, the guy was a piece of shit. I forgot even what I said to him because I remember being so caught off guard. I'm like, this dude really thought I was trying to mac his bitch. You know, I shouldn't say bitch, by the way. I'm just being savage right now. But
you know what's funny about that? Like, I love people. I do. That's why, because I don't drink. And I've never had a drink. I bartended for like a decade. And people ask me why, because like typically like bartenders, like you're allowed to drink or you drink just to deal with people. But like being in the service industry almost make you hate people. Kind of sucks, man. Because you don't want to hate people.
Oh, I don't. Okay, hang on. Wait. Does hospitality make you hate them, or does working retail make you want to eviscerate them? Man. I don't know. If you ever worked retail?
Yes.
Oh, dude, like I don't even want to get into the GameStop shit because I'll just take over this whole podcast right now. But
yeah, I know.
You tell me about it. Tell me about working retail. Where did you work? How long?
Actually, I worked at Baby Gap. I worked at the Kids Gap store. That's where I started off at. Yep. Okay. First retail store ever. Actually, that's a lie. I worked at GameStop for one day before I went to college.
What do you mean? What do you mean one day? What do you mean one day?
So I finally got the job, right? and I had a training day. And that training day I went to, and the next day I found out I was going to college to Arkansas. Literally within a 2-day span, I was like, got the job, leaving for Arkansas, can't come work. One day.
You didn't even get your feet wet. You didn't even get your toes wet, dude. You didn't get your toes wet. I thought I was about to get some gangster shit right now.
Day, dude. How crazy is
that? Bro. Well, yeah. Well, retail will make you. Will make you.
Yeah, it was bad.
Like it's like it's not even like the same level of shit because like hospitality, particularly when it comes to food, bartending, waiter, whatever, right? It's like because the problem's not solved, they're still hungry. So there's like an emotional bias of conflict, right? Like, all right, cool, whatever. Retail, it's like, yeah, I don't have your 360 you want or whatever because you're a bad parent. You wait till Christmas Eve because you don't give a shit about your kid or whatever. Or I don't have what you want, or you're mad at me because games cost $60 and for some reason you assume that it's 1940 and that a stick and a rock still costs $10 here to amuse your child at this point. I can't fucking help you. You're a bad parent. You're delusional. You're a moron. You're an idiot. You can buy a gift card if you want, but I don't know what to fucking tell you. You're mad at me when you should be mad at yourself here. Google this shit, bitch. Yeah, no. Sorry. I'm just.
I guess I had a free pass on retail because like I worked, like I said, at Baby Gap, and then I work at the Gap. But I was like one of the only guys there most of the time. So I did a lot of restocking and like heavy lifting. So they would utilize me more for that. Like I rarely was in the front. You would rarely see me at the cashier, which I was cool with, like I was like, all right, let me come in here. And like a lot of the time I was just chilling and waiting for stuff. So like and it was a very short time. So it wasn't bad, for me. And the next thing I did was, as far as retail goes, I guess I was in Geek Squad for like 2 months.
You did Geek Squad?
Geek Squad. I wanted to learn. I was in electrical engineering, and I was like, all right. I wanted to like, oh shit, I want to learn more about computers and like what they do, this and that. And I was like, oh, Geek Squad fix computers. I'm like, that'd be perfect. This is great. And like one of my homeboys worked there. He was like, dude, I'll get you a job today. So like, I went in, like the next day they called me, it's like, yeah, dude, they got the job. They love you. They know you're like going to school for computers. Like, fucking come in. Like, I was excited, man. I was so excited. Turns out Geek Squad does not fix a fucking thing.
Wait. Yeah. Wait. All y'all do is just y'all label it needs to get fixed and y'all send it to like some warehouse to get done by some other people?
Bro.
What do you mean?
Anything. Okay, so like first off, all that shit that if you ever bought a computer from Best Buy and they like you go in it, there's like Norton antivirus and like 20 other things on there. We installed that. Like that's what I did for most of the first month. I installed all that shit on every computer. There's a CD, you run it, you make sure it works. Boom. All this crap that you don't need on your computer. So I was like, okay, this is cool. Maybe I like, once I get higher and like start doing this more, I can learn more stuff. And they took me in the back, bro. Like they took me through like a shadowing type thing. The customer comes up, they're like, like we ask what's the problem. They tell us, they straight up said they either gonna tell you if it's a hardware problem or if it's a software problem. And then they try to sell you external hard drive. Literally, that's what you do, because you don't want your stuff to get deleted. Right? You don't want your stuff to get deleted while we're fixing
ecosystem scam.
It can be like something wrong with your keyboard or your screen, but just in case your stuff gets deleted, we got you for an extra $120. Your shit's on warranty too, so it's free, by the way. But we got you. And so if it's hardware, anything wrong, we actually can't do anything to it. There's probably like 1 or 2 guys that like actually fix anything, but like most of the time it's getting shipped off. Software stuff, there's this thing called Johnny Utah that they plug in and it just wipes. It's this super computer. It's basically like this super antivirus thing that Best Buy build or uses, and they just plug computers into it and it does it for you. You don't have to do anything. There's nothing to learn really. The only thing you learn is like about the products, which I found out like a lot of guys on the floor don't even know what a lot of stuff, like they don't know what RAM is. They don't know what like like the basic things about a computer. I'm like,
wait.
Like,
I want me and you to make like a documentary series. We just,
let's go. Oh my god.
We just like go to Best Buy and shop stuff,
please.
and just be like, hey, look, I'm in the market for like I want a laptop with really good internet, and just give the most boomer shit possible. And
Please, that would be
like the bar is so low. All you gotta do is just throw me like anything, and they're gonna be like, yeah, so the Samsung is really good, but the Lenovo, yeah, this one's like really, really good though.
Why?
And
just keep saying why.
yeah. Why? Well, because it's thinner and lighter, and it has a new the Click It keyboard here. It has like way more travel,
I'm
right?
down. I'll do it. I'll put a camera on it. We can go. I am so down.
Oh my god, dude.
Because it has not gotten better. Like,
I don't know. Then you go over to like to the home theater department. Yeah, I want a really good 4K TVs. Is 4K better than 1080p? Or 1080p is a bigger number than 4K, right? I don't know what, like, help me out here. Yeah, just go to the most boomer shit possible and see what they say. They'll say anything to just like get you out there.
Just to sell you.
Yeah, well, Samsung's pretty good, but Panasonic, they've been really innovating lately, and just I just wanted to.
No, not even that.
Not even
innovation. They're not gonna use that word. What?
I can't even do it. I don't even know what they would say. Like, what are they gonna say?
So like this is how bad it. This is how I knew. Like after that, I remember they called me and I told them like, dude, I don't think I'm coming back. Like it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. I basically said that. I was like, it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. But this is how I knew it was bad. So in Geek Squad, I remember this girl, like being there and like, I thought she knew some stuff, but like one of my, I became like really good friends with a few of them there, and he was like, yeah, like she actually doesn't know anything. They like, hear me out. They hired, so this girl used to work cashier. They put her in Geek Squad because she looked geeky.
Oh yeah, no, full stop.
She looked geeky.
That even surprised me, dude.
They taught her the lines to tell her if it's a hardware problem or software problem. Like, no lie, word for word. And I watched her do this with 10 people, and she would sell so much shit. She would sell because she was cute and she was nerdy. She looked nerdy. She wasn't nerdy. She looked nerdy. And she would repeat those lines every time. And if there was any like thing that diverged from it, another guy would come help her. And then she would sell. It was crazy. It was crazy. I was just like, she doesn't know. I wanted to be like,
wait.
I don't know.
I got more for you. Okay, so GameStop, same shit. Her name was Allison. No docs. You don't know what I'm talking about here. Dog. Yeah, she was cute. She had, her little. This is like 2000.
Little glasses.
Yeah, 2000. It's like she got the scene hair, like it's black with a little dyed strip and all that. Cute little glasses.
Same girl.
It's I know what this is, right?
Same girl.
They tell me, look, motherfucker. Look, Tri-X, if you don't get 10 pre-orders and 3 subscriptions, that's your ass. Get them numbers. And I'm sitting here like sucking dick, throwing hand jobs, blowing coke. I mean, just trying to like, come on, bro. You try, man. You don't want to pre-order that Madden. You don't want to like this girl ain't even got to try, dude. They just like, you want to pre-order anything today? Oh, yeah, I want to pre-order. I want to pre-order Madden 2025. I want to get man. Just, oh my god, dude, this girl's getting like 25 reservations a day. I'm just like, fuck, dude. Like, bruh. And they all think they got a chance. They're like, oh man, I hope she calls me back, bro. Calls you back from what, dude? You're a bro, dog, literally, dude. So remember, this is 2009, by the way. It's not like last year. This is like 10 years ago. So
before it was like, everybody
dude,
knew about it.
Like, it's just it's disgusting, dude. I'm like, oh my god, bro. Like, you don't give a shit about anything. I could say hibbity fuck dickety dick, it doesn't even matter. And like, she can just throw out anything and it works. Like,
I mean, that's how, honestly, like, not just retail, but that's how I was in college too. Especially like in electrical and like computer science, because like there's a handful of girls in that. Like, girls are just not interested, honestly, in a lot of those things. And like, when you do have one in it, or like a handful, like there might be like a few interested, but some of them just want to make money, which I'm cool with, like, fuck it, if that's what's driving you, like, there ain't nothing wrong with that, but the simps, guys, they would just, she didn't have to lift a finger. They'd be like, did anyone do the homework? 5 dudes would be like, here you go, baby, write this down, let me know if you need anything else. They ain't getting no play. Like, I'll see them at like at the bar the next day with this like huge like beefed up dude, you know. But you know, as soon as they go back in class, these guys are just hovering over. I'm just like, man, like let her do the work, you know. But you know what? She's using what she got. She's using what she got, you know. And I'm not gonna beat anyone over the head for that, you know. I'm sorry, you're a victim, dude. Like, come on, man. You got to be stronger than that, baby. Come on, man. Let's go. So it's everywhere, you know.
That's crazy, man. Freaking Geek Squad, dude. Like, but yeah, real talk. We're gonna have to figure out this docu-series here. We just play dumb and just see what we can get.
I am so down for that.
Ah, man, that'd be something, dude. Because
It's so much fun.
I'm trying to think of how many troll questions I could think of here. Give me a laptop with really good internet. Like, what does that even mean, right? I guess. Like me, I'm like, okay, I hear that. I'm like, all right, okay, so that means I gotta find you a laptop with Wi-Fi 6, or I gotta find you like a laptop with, I guess with a dedicated Ethernet port, possibly, right, for maximum convenience or whatever. I don't even. That's what I would think, right? But I can't even. I have trouble even dumbing it down to like what is.
You can't talk about.
What does a laptop consumer even want in 2020? Like, what does a normie want? Are they like? I want a MacBook because they look cool, because of how it looks, right? How it looks is really important. Forget the function, right? I want a MacBook because it looks cool. I don't want a Chromebook because that shit looks like it's for poor people or whatever.
So yeah, so you'll typically probably get like two different people, one who wants Mac and one who doesn't. And I mean, after that, it's just like they just want something that's like, I need a good laptop that I can.
I need a laptop with Netflix on it.
Yeah, like I just want internet. Which I don't know why people say that. It makes me cringe. I want internet. You know, I just want to get on the internet and like send emails and do stuff like. And there's actually like cheap, you know, like good laptops now that you can afford and like just do those type of things. But like these guys that's in, you know, those type of fields like Best Buy they just don't know, man. It's sad. Bro, y'all just trying to catch a sale, which is cool because they're catering to the people who just don't know.
Yeah, you know, hey, you know, man, look, I know what you want. I got you, man. I got this Alienware Area 51, you know, fucking giga double cock, blah 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 blah.
That's a great
they want to spend $2K on a web browsing machine. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
No, seriously.
You know, here's the problem, right? You come in here with 400 and, you know, everything you want's going to be, you know, a little bit more here. So I can solve your problem here. Look, I can get you apply right now for this Best Buy credit card. It's going to be 2 years, no interest. You can get it right now, 0% APR on anything that's over $2,000 right now. So that's what you want to do, baby. Come on, baby. Sign the bottom line. I'll get you what's good here. Look, I'm crazy. I can get you the laptop you want right now. And I can even get your ass a PS4 Pro right today with these 2 game bundles, Last of Us Part 2 and some other bullshit you fucking run right here. And it will still be under $2,000, okay? And when you spend $2,000 today, it will be 5 years, 0% APR, no interest right now, okay? How you feel about that?
Sold. So that's that. They're buying it. Do you see what that? He just provided entertainment with the sale. Sold straight up.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, and then like, I don't even know, dude. Just like, I see what they're doing now though. Like, I don't know if you saw her now. They have the now Wi-Fi 6 routers are like more, or like getting out there, the more consumer on the consumer show floor. Yeah. And I saw that like Netgear released their line of Wi-Fi 6, and it's like it's the Nighthawk. It looks like dog. It looks like a freaking drone. It looks like a drone fucked a Gundam, and that's what it is now. And it's like. It's like it's so wild what the aesthetics are now to like translate that function into consumer understandability. It's like
we can still do this with all this, but you guys just don't know. Yeah. So we have to provide all these extra antennas and like lights. Oh, did you not know we have an app for your router now? We have an app, so you can see who's on it. You can see, you know, the fucking graphs. You don't understand what the hell's going on because you don't know what, you know, any of this means. But like, hey, we got it for you. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's just wild. I'm curious of what the router meta is going to be by like 2025 at the rate we're going right now, because it's just like
actual
they have to.
Rhombus.
Yeah,
it follows you around. Your Rumble is now your router. It follows you around so you can get the best experience anywhere in your house. Boom. Yeah, $1 million idea.
There you go. Yeah, it's gonna be that. Yeah, I don't even know anymore, dog. Because it's like, okay, they got to do something to make it look like it's different than the previous generation. Oh Oh my god! I need to get like an OG Best Buy employee. I need to, because the wild days, right? Like the 07, 06 days. Man, it's different. I know it's digital, so it's either on or off. But let me tell you, Monster gold-plated cables, they're different. Okay, they're different. Man,
oh my god!
I remember hearing the profit margin on those was like insane. Like,
really?
Oh yeah, dog. If you could sell TV, you sell a TV, it's whatever, right? But if you worked home entertainment at that time, or home theater, if you could sell a Monster cable and a warranty, if you could flip like 5 a week, dude, you were doing pretty good.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if you knew Best Buy. A friend of mine told me Best Buy. His name was Scooby, by the way. Best Buy. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know why he had that name, but that was his name.
I think I know him. Actually,
maybe. He was kind of heavy set, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I think he's friends with Will.
Oh shit. Yeah. He worked at the Best Buy. I ended up camping out for a PS3 for back in 06. And he told me that like home theater had commission until like mid 07.
So they were just.
Oh, dude, they would rack up, because when you're commissioned, the principles are out the window, dude. Fuck the customer. You're all about like, dude, I'm trying to get you out that bitch with like as much shit as possible. Again, remember, I never worked at Best Buy, so I don't know any better about this whole shit. I'm telling you what he said. He said the boys out there were just wild, dude. Monster cables, fucking gold-plated everything, the biggest TV possible. You know, whatever TV costs the most. Oh yeah, Samsung, they innovate. Next week, the higher price point on the Panasonics. Oh yeah, Panasonic, they innovate. Next week, the highest price point there. Oh yeah, Vizio, they're the new guy. They got bought out by Samsung. They're fucking amazing. And just make up anything, dude. Just fucking whatever you can say, dude. Like, oh my god, dude. But yeah, when the whole thing was like, you know, the contrast ratios, you know, 1 million to 1 contrast. Can you see the blacks on this shit right here, dude? Oh my fucking god. Look at Dark Knight. Look at that Blu-ray. Look at that. See them black there? See how black that black is? Holy fuck.
Blu-ray.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that, yeah, we'll talk retail later on, y'all. But yeah, that's a shit show there. All right. So we covered all that. Sounds like you had a pretty phenomenal upbringing, because you know, you didn't let it bother you, because you know. I wish I was like you, man. How you. Now that's where we're at now, boys. So, do you feel comfortable talking about it, or?
Yeah, no, let's go.
Okay, all right. So, all right. So we have our the first like really, I guess, heavy topic as far as I'm concerned here, which is like I bring it up because I know AJ has had experience here, so I wanted to get his take on this whole thing here, interracial dating. So, my question to you is, have you ever felt animosity or hesitation because you may come up, because you feel like due to your blackness you come off as threatening, and you have to like prove that you're not threatening? Or what's that? What has your experiences been like, and then what's your mind, your outlook on such now?
I mean, I straight up had parents tell their daughters like no, straight up like no, and it's like they would be like, because he's black, and they're like, yeah. Just straight up, no. I'm like, whoa. And granted, like, they love me. Like, I've been to their house, they fed me, talked to them. Like, they like, oh, I love this guy. But just straight up, no. And I'm just like, okay, like, that's cool, like, whatever. I'm not gonna let it get to me, but it's just you take the punches and you roll with it. I'm just like, we still do our thing. Like, there was times where like, we're still dating. Like, the parents just didn't know. Actually, there was one time where like I was talking to this chick in high school, and like we would we couldn't really. I guess she couldn't be seen because like her parents were well known. So like, and she didn't, like I was cool with it. I'm like, what, it's whatever. Like, let's just do our thing. Like, I don't want to cause any trouble for her, because she still live with our parents. So we like go to a baseball field and like we would make out and stuff and like, talk. Cops pulled up on us one time. Get out, he's like, get out the car. He's flashing his light. He comes up and he's like, AJ? I know the cop. He's one of my homeboy's uncles. So he's like, AJ? I was like, yeah, what's up? Fred, Officer Fred. And then he's like, Caitlin? The girl. He knows the girl too. And he was like, he was like, he was like, yeah, Caitlin, your parents don't know about this, right? That's what he said. That's what he said. And I was like, and she was like, no. She was like, he was cool. He was cool. He was like, man.
Bro, why you gonna show me all that?
I'm getting a piece. But yeah, dude, like, man, I mean, and that's just one case. Like, that's been a few other times where it's just like, man, it was just stressful.
All right, so let me ask this. Okay, so you've like, okay, so you've dated white women as a black guy, interracial, and you've been shot down strictly because of like not even your character, but because of your race, right? You've left a good impression. You prove you're non-threatening. You're articulate. You know, what would be the beef here, right? You're not a threat. You're an upstart gentleman.
Oh yeah.
And the thing there is, my question to you is, okay, is it the parents are the ones that tell you no, or is it they relay to the daughter that the answer is no? So the parent,
Definitely parents, but
the parents tell you directly.
yeah. But I can't fault. Like, I don't, man. It's bad, but I guess I'm not like just like a straight line thinker. I like to look at like the picture of the whole, because like, and honestly, my dad was like that too. Like, my dad was like, he was cool with it. Like, he'll let me, but as far as he was concerned, he was just like, man, like he talked to me about it, just like, I don't really like it, like, but I'm not gonna stop you. He was cool. He was understanding. One time I had a conversation with him about it. I was like, dude, like, why do you feel that way sometimes? Because like, I'm just like, that's not. I don't think that's cool. Like, I have like a bunch of white friends, Asian, whatever friends, like, and he's cool with them. It's just like when it came to dating and being with him, he was just like, if it had like shocked me, because I was like, dude, like, what? Like, you of all people, I wouldn't expect to be like that. Pretty cool, collective guy and funny, whatever. But he was like, man, like, you just gotta understand, AJ, like, when we was in high school, like, desegregation happened. And he was like, we fought every day. And I was like, it's like, stop exaggerating that. Like, y'all didn't fight every day. He was like, we fought every day. And he looked at me in my eyes and he meant it. He was like, every day, son, like, had to fight. I was just like, man, that's fucking. And then my dad's like 48 now. Like, that's not that long ago, man. Like, that's like 20, 30 years ago, man. I'm just like, oh, fuck, they come from a different time from us. Like, it's just, I contribute that to their parents. Like, no telling what they went to do to keep the animosity going, like, which I'm not saying any of it's okay. Like, it's some bullshit, it's clearly bullshit. It's not, it's just one of those things. It's like, like, fuck, man, like, do I get mad at the parents because they're being racist? Do I get mad at my dad for like feeling the same way? Like, and I'm just like, man, whatever, like, I'm gonna do my thing and just not let it bother me. It's shit, dude. It really is.
Yeah, it's complicated because like that animosity will and those scars will sting, because it's not like Martin Luther King Jr. said, I have a dream, and then like racism was solved. No, that happened, and then like riots occurred for another 6 years, and then Civil Rights Act was passed, right? And even then, it wasn't like things were passed overnight. Segregation ended, and it was like super ultra tension from the very jump.
And that was in like small towns and like other stuff like that, was just not having it. Like, it sucks. They just treated black people differently. I don't know what else to say. Like, it was so unfair. Like,
well, that's why I find it so hard whenever you're. It's so shocking to hear that your high school was so positive. Because mine was so shit, dude. Mine was 4 groups: black girls, black guys, white girls, white guys. Those are the groups. That's what they did. Like, outside of like this one little thing with the clique with like the Yu-Gi-Oh and the anime and all that, which was me and a bunch of like pasty white nerds. But again, that was totally fine, because those are my boys, as you all literally know here. But like, outside of that, yeah, it was like, if you're black, you're with them. If you're white, you're with them. And these were the 4 main groups in the cafeteria. Unsolicited. Like, you have to imagine here, the racism is ingrained. They're choosing to consolidate in that manner. Like, there's no mandate to do that. That's what they chose to do.
Yeah. So like, our setup was probably almost similar to that, but they had select groups like the football players, and then like the more geeky guys, like smaller, like inner circles like that. But like, it kind of threw a wrench in everything when like me and a couple of other friends were like, the table I sat at the table with all the international students. Like, when an international student would come in, they would randomly call me out of class and show them around. because they seen that I hung out with them and I would talk to them constantly. And I want to talk about a different world. In high school, when I was getting that exposure, they would tell me like you know, like I can't leave school. Like, where do I smoke? Like stuff like that. 2006, 2005. I'm like,
God,
what do you mean? Where do you smoke? What do you mean you can leave school? Like, what? It was like, yeah. It was like, why can't I go? You know, to them they were like, why can't I sit there? Like, why is everybody like not just mixing? So like, I was sitting there, but sometimes I would like go sit with my band dudes. Sometimes go sit with the skaters. Sometimes go sit with the gamers. Like sometimes go sit with the black guys, and sometimes go sit with like the white dudes. Sometimes go with the football players. Like I was just moving around. And then like there was 2 or 3 other dudes doing it, and you know some people kind of started doing it too. So it was just kind of like open season. You know, at first it wasn't, but like you know it kind of got like that. You know, there's you know more or less people sat around the same group of friends and stuff. But I was just like, man, I'm sitting where I want. I'm a joke with you. We're gonna clown. We're gonna you know it's lunch, man. I don't want to sit down. Like, what's up, dude? You know, like what's up, home? Like what you doing? You know, it was good, man. I really enjoyed it.
Okay. So comparatively for me here, like in high school, the few times I even came anywhere near alpha enough to actually like, you know, talk to girls, much less like get romantically interested.
I sucked at talking to girls. I was terrible. Suck talking to girls. Yeah. If it wasn't like me joking or being funny, I sucked. I was terrified.
Yeah, same thing for me. I was cool whenever I was friend zoning myself. If I thought to myself, okay, no, I'm just here to friend zone and be a good friend and treat him like one of the bros. When I would tell myself that, I was able to like be myself and all that. But the minute it was like popping the question, like or anything like the hard read on like, does she like me though? Like, can I take this level? Can I invite her to like go do something? Oh my God, bro, I would so chronically overthink. I'm like, what should I say? What do I think that she thinks that I'm thinking? And it's just like I can't even like. Oh my God, dude! I'm just like now I'm like ashamed of like everything, like the manga, the anime, the Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm like, man, this is all like beta shit. They don't care about that at all. Like, dude.
Nobody cares.
Bro.
He was like more concerned. They don't like it. They don't like it.
Yeah. So the thing there is that like, and here's the problem, right? All the girls that I ever had like any interest in that had an overlap in hobbies I had, they weren't black. It was not. The thing is, it was not like a fetishization of like, ooh, the exotic, ooh, what I can't have, what the white man's I can't have right now.
Someone who's interested in.
Yeah, it's like okay, yeah, no, like the girls I was interested in, they play video games, they understood manga, they got what I was into, and they just happened to not be black, generally, right? Yeah. And the thing there is like, dude, I was shot down twice. It was a white girl and an Asian girl, and I was just like, damn. The white girl was crazy because she was like, she told me her dad had told her no, like straight up, like. Imagine what must happen for, you know, the minute I made the move and she was like, oh no, my dad doesn't approve of that at all. Like, now I don't know if that was like a cop out because like, you know, she didn't want to tell me it was on her judgment or whatever. So I thought we were pretty good friends. Yeah. Or we were ultimately, but it was kind of this really weird thing, made me think, oh damn, this thing that I can't control, my race, is like what's leading to this like call of like a circumstance that's beyond my control right now. And it seemed, and she had like, it wasn't like a heavy thing for, oh no, my dad wouldn't approve. And it was like, for it to not be heavy, I think, damn, this must be normalized. And the dad must be like overtly racist because you know what I'm saying? Cause like,
casually,
no darkies or whatever. I mean, okay, look, wait, whoa. I can say that because dog, there were cats at that school who wore like Confederate flag belts. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. Like what school did you go to, dude? Like
I'm sure they had probably.
Yeah.
Not to think about it yet. They probably had a few guys.
Yeah. So it's like for this girl to say like my dad doesn't improve, like frame one off top here must be like, you know, no, don't dilute the warrior, don't dilute the gene pool or whatever, possibly. No. So it's like that was that, and then like the Asian girl shot me down. She like talked to her father about it 'cause she was concerned. She was like, I was like, concerned about what? Like, you know, we've been knowing each other for a while here now. You don't want to like, I'm asking you for what you want to go somewhere to eat and chill. I'm not even like trying to like you think I'm alpha here? You think I'm gonna like try to you know, I'm thinking like a cute word for it here, like smash tonight or whatever. Like, I ain't trying to smash. Like, yeah. I'm trying to get better at this right now. I'm fucking terrible at it here, quite frankly. Like. Gullible?
I'm not gullible. like I didn't know. Not naive, maybe naive. I just didn't know, man. Like I just had no idea if a girl was hitting on me or not. Like, you know, they'd be like, oblivious. Oh my god, I couldn't think of the word. But ignorant, yeah, same. But yeah, like they would like, you know, like, oh, you're kind of cute, and I'll say some stupid shit like, you better thank my dad. Slap her just like that. Walk away, straight up. Didn't know.
Shut yourself down.
Yep, happened a lot.
Okay, so yeah, so you had that situation go on there, and do you feel like I'm trying to think how this whole thing here works now. Do you feel like you've ever had to like regress, let's say like attention or PDA or any of that with any women you've dated because that was a factor, because interracial?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, so you have. Can you tell me about those experiences here? Do you feel like it was like maybe particularly like, was it older white men who would give you ugly looks, or why would you feel hesitation?
Are we talking about in general, or like just like
whatever's relevant to your race is kind of what I'm looking to pinpoint here.
Yeah.
Do you feel like as a black man who would be dating women, whether it be, you know, I guess other women who are also black or an interracial, do you ever feel you had to like behave a certain way because of your blackness is what I'm getting at here?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like especially like maybe more in the past, it was like more catered towards me. Like I had to feel like, oh man, I probably shouldn't like be as close to the girl, or like, you know, like hold her hand, or just do like normal like relationship shit like people would do normally, like in places you would expect people to do it, like, you know, going to the movies or like eating somewhere, or like even in school, you know, in high school and stuff like that, you know, like, and you know, I just didn't do it. I was just like, man, like people just looking at you, you know, doing stuff like I couldn't do it. It was just like people are eyeing me down or like judging me or doing something like that. But the crazy thing is like I got it, but the poor girl, the girls get it the worst. Like you know, like it's bad on us, like, you know, like, oh yeah, we don't, you know, mixing up races, that's bad, but like, man, the poor girl who's trying to like, you know, not really trying to like, you know, be a social justice person, just like, you know, I like this guy, you know, regardless of how he looks or his skin color or whatever, you know, just likes him, but like, man, how dare you like get with this person, you know, like, and man, it's just
it's funny you say it, because that's
like, how dare you.
So whenever I got with Venom, you know, as a black man dating a white girl, I never got anything. That's because I imagine because, like, you know, the public figure and the accountability, and like who's gonna brave them and tell me that, you know, that they got a problem with me dating a white girl, right? Irrelevant of my stellar character and all that. Because like, are you calling me a danger? Are you calling me a threat? I mean, do I come off as such on my stream? Do I conduct myself in that kind of way? Do you feel like I'm gonna be like a woman beater or whatever? The answer is obviously no, right? So it's like, so the call on character there is like, is kind of like, you know, not really founded and grounded in anything that's like tangible, no, right? But so I don't get that. Yeah. But here's the thing about it though. Venom got tons of DMs from ugly people who are like, how dare you betray our race? You're dating that ape and just all this other shit. And here's the thing that it gets worse. It gets worse, right?
I'm sorry I laugh at this so much.
No, it's...
I grew up watching Dave Chappelle, so I laugh at a lot of racist stuff. He made it fun. He's trying to remove the venom from a snake. So every time someone says something racist, like, I just think of like something he did, and I'm like, oh my god, that's kind of funny. Like, even though it's like we're being serious. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's cool. Even though like all that happened, she didn't tell me about it until a year later. Like she was like, yeah, I got a couple of nasty. She downplayed it, and yeah. and I was like, well, why didn't you tell me about that? I we could have I could have like talked you through that, and I want you to go through something stressful like that, because, you know, I'm new to it. You're new to it. It's my first relationship. And it's also my first interracial one, so I don't fucking know what's going on right here. Like, you know, we're both new to the whole thing here. We can walk through that together if you feel you're going through some emotional shit over that.
You were new to it.
Like... Yeah. Venom's my first girlfriend, my only girlfriend. Like, you didn't know.
Okay, so like, let me tell you. So I've been doing this for a while.
Okay.
And I mean, that's crazy, because like, I'm so like normalized to it now. Like when I'm walking in a grocery store, like even to this day, like with a girl, you know, she's white, and or no, actually, here's a good example. I was with my roommate's girlfriend, and she was like, "Hey, let's go to the store." Like my roommate's white, she's white, you know, and we're walking around the grocery store. I'm just shopping, you know, not paying attention to anyone, and she's like, "AJ, why does everyone keep staring at me?" You and I was like, "Oh, it's because I'm black and you're white," and I just keep shopping, and she's like, she's stunned. She's like, "What? What do you mean?" She's like, She was getting dirty looks from. She's like, men, white women. She said, and worst of all, like black women stare at her like hard, you know. She's like, I'm just like, people just don't like this, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you, even though we're like friends, we're just shopping, but like, you know, we're touchy feely enough to like to seem like we're in a relationship, even though we're not. I'm just like, it just doesn't phase me now. Like I've been in it for so long. So I'm just like, yeah, that's why they're doing it. And then she started to notice, she's like, this is crazy. She's like, this is what you go through all the time. I'm like, yeah, most of the time, yeah. If I'm with a, you know, a white girl, you know, so just what it is, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. So she like you know, she got those DMs, but she didn't tell me about it until about a year later. It's like a oh, by the way, this happened way back when. I'm like, I wish you would have told me about that. And I don't know if that's a case of like the normalization of toxic private communication lines to women in general, or if that's like a race thing. But it's like, it's crazy because I didn't get any of that shit. They're not gonna. And because they're all fucking pussies or whatever, right? And then like,
which brings me to my next point. Like, we're talking about it from a male perspective, the black female perspective. With a white guy or race, I seen someone say it in chat, and I was like, "Oh my god, they're right." Because I've had friends that are black that dated white guys. There's just like, okay, think of like what you know, Jess is getting, but from a black perspective, 100 times worse. You think we get it bad?
That's a good point.
You think we get it bad?
So you're saying like if
we were females,
a black woman dating a white male, for example.
Bro,
the black female would gets like
it's almost sad. It's almost sad. I'm just like, come on, man. Like, it's fucking terrible. I'm just like, God, I'm like, I'm privileged because I'm a man. Like straight up, I'm just like, oh my god, like the stuff these girls would show me. Because like I have, you know, friends and like guys already be like just going in girls' DMs, but like with something like this, I was in shock, man. Just like I just wouldn't expect people to like say stuff like this. I'm like, it's terrible, man. You know, they most of the time they have to deal with it their entire life, even from the family. And then like the crazy thing is like they deal with it. They have beautiful kids together, and all of a sudden the same family who was saying all this stuff loves the kids and everything's okay. So how does the woman feel about it? Like, what does she do about that, knowing like the stuff they said and having to like pretend like it's okay now that they love the kids and they realize they were wrong? Like that's like, you know, you have to be a strong person to be like, you know what, that's them in the past, they just didn't understand, without holding any animosity, you know. So yeah, it's bad, but like, man.
Yeah. So when you ask that question there, it's like, okay, when you know there was a definitive wrong done, and you want to get like closure on that, because it's like it's a lingering hurt for you, because it's like there's no closure in that. Like you're behaving appropriately now, but you've never righted the wrong you've prior committed, because that gave me emotional strain, right? Yeah. And the thing there is, and even if they that situation, so okay, you could drag them for that and be like, no, you can't objectify me as like your like incubator for giving you a kid to get your approval. I shouldn't have to spit out a kid for you to fucking like my decisions and like what I did, okay? Yeah. Or like my lifestyle or whatever, right? Exactly. Like it shouldn't be like that. But if you do though, what does it solve, right? If you make them feel like shit for what they did, because they made you feel like shit for what they did.
The circle continues.
It's like
the circle continues.
And you prove yourself right. Like you bring up like definitive, like logical standpoints of like, no. I want you to know exactly, make me feel at this point, at that point, at this point, and you will. And I had no one to fall back on, because you were my love and support here, and y'all abandoned me in that regard over your own stupid, petty bigotry. You couldn't even compute as like being such. Yeah. But like, who wins here, right? I make you feel like shit. Right now, the bridge is repaired because, you know, whatever. I had, like, hypothetically, right? I had the biracial kids and it's all that.
I had to be a martyr for it.
Yeah, I had to like, yeah, I had to internalize all that.
Myself, like, not get mad. Now that it's okay, and that I have this kid, and y'all realize like, oh, we're all just the same people after all, because you see it through the kid. Like, do I accept it? Like, or do I fight back for what you did to me? Like, do I hold that against you? Like, what do you do, man? It's such a struggle. It's what it is. Fuck, dude.
At the same time here, because I can, that situation to bring up right now about this whole, like, you know, the hating the person, you want to get back at them. I have a situation that's very similar to that, but the difference there is, like, you know, at least with your dad, who didn't approve of you initially doing the interracial dating and all that. At least you had the father figure there to like have it from a reference. I didn't even have that.
Oh yeah.
My dad was out of the picture. Like age 13 onward, my dad's irrelevant. My dad's kind of a dick right now. I'm not really, you know, I'm not really on talking terms currently. So it's like, I don't even really have that to use there. So
yeah, I had a good dad. I am very fortunate. Like, I had a decent person that I can call a dad in my life for a while.
Yeah, so it's a continued thing there. I will say on a positive note here to not make it all like doomer here. You know, clearly when Trox brought a girl home, my mom was like through the roof ecstatic and like, yes! I mean, y'all, it was absolutely wild, dude. I brought a girl home. My mom was like, oh, she's coming here, and I was like, oh yeah, oh cool. Well, I wanna meet her. I'm like, well, okay. Well, I mean, mom, it's like our second time. We're currently in distance right now. You gotta like she'll be down. She's coming down Friday. She's gonna be leaving Sunday afternoon. I got about 60 hours total here. You know, you gotta let me like. No. I want to meet her. Let's get lunch.
Oh wow.
Okay, let's get lunch. No. Get this right. So remember, this is our second time ever like hanging out. You know, at time distance. And she comes down to check to see Louisiana, to see me, how I live, all the other shit here. Right. My mom makes a surprise at walk-ons with my mom, my uncle, my 3 cousins, freaking Betty and Angel. Like it's like 8 people there. I'm like, Mom, this is so much. Why? Everyone was loving, obviously. They were all like super excited, and it was a great time. But dog, it was so much pressure. I'm like, holy shit, dude. Southern parents, it's a different breed, dude. They like, you can just Southern parents, right? You can just knock the girl up like first date, and they don't care at all. As long as you're like not in high school. The minute you're out of high school, knock them up. They don't care. Whatever, dude. That's what I did. Fuck it.
No.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I'm gonna have to stand firm with Tri-Hex on this one.
Like as soon as you graduate, kids, when they happening, bro. When they happening, man, make it happen. Light it up, lit it up, lay to me.
You can have like sisters who have multiple grandkids, but it doesn't matter because you don't have any yet. So it doesn't matter. You don't have them. We want yours too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Because at first they'll be like, okay, I want to be a grandmother. When's that happening? And then like, you know, like the siblings will have it. And they're like, okay, well that's old news now. When you having kids though? When am I getting your grandkids? And it's like, I mean, damn, Mom, maybe I'm busy and shit. It's a little bit different now. I got a cat and I got 2 cats and a dog. I already got 3 kids right now. Like I'm a homeowner. I'm trying to get my shit together. I got
play Sims.
I mean, shit, dude. You want Grant? You aware I have no free time now, right?
He's
like
Avatar on Animal Crossing.
Like I'm financially stable now. Like I throw in business shit, and it's like it's gonna be like diapers and piss everywhere for the next 5 years. Like let me get my shit together, dude. Like
yeah, dude. Yeah. I don't have kids either, so I get it all the time when I go home. And like I have 4.
Wait. For reference here, how old are you?
I'm 31.
And you ain't got kids yet?
None, not a single.
And you got Southern parents?
I have Southern parents.
Oh my God, you must get that shit every year, bro. Every Christmas, every Thanksgiving.
Bro, dude, from every part, not just your mom. I have aunts, dude, uncles, and just everybody. Just like, when you having kids, you know, like I don't even know when I'm having kids. I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
You still playing them games? All right, boy, you better stop playing them games. You know, you ain't gonna get nowhere playing them games. And I'm just like,
you still playing them games? Boy, that meat gon' fall apart soon if you don't get the thing while it's working, ball.
And I'm just like looking at him like, man, I'm pretty sure I make more money than you, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Oh,
We ain't gonna talk about that, huh? We just You just doing better than me because you have this one thing. You have kids, huh? Cool.
Hey, of course, baby, because that's how it was back in the day. Yeah, I'm the breadwinner. I'm the money maker. You know, I'm the family provider. You know what I mean? You know, yada yada yada. Okay, wait. Do you tell them that you're like, okay, your normie relatives who don't know shit about fuck? Do you tell them that you're a programmer? Like, what do you say? Because like clearly, you think I tell my family I'm a Twitch streamer? You think like what?
That go over?
Oh, bro. Oh my god, dog. No, okay, all right. So if you want to know here what I do, I tell them I'm a YouTube content producer because I know that they don't consume Twitch. It's like if I have to explain the platform of Twitch for them to even get that part right. Yeah, so okay, it's 2020. You watch YouTube. Okay, I'm a YouTube content creator. Not accurate, but they can at least take that and like kind of get off my dick about it a little bit here. And they're like, oh, well, how that work? How you get paid? And it's like, wait, do you think that like YouTube content creators don't get paid? Like, wait. So you consume YouTube like a fuckload, and you never thought about how the economic model of YouTube worked? Dude, it's wild. It's like people. No, you know what kills me? Here's what kills me, right? Okay, like people who drive all their life, right, and they never think, how do traffic lights work? What is the pattern? What's the sensory functionality there? Like. People will just like drive forever. Because like whenever, okay, when you're at an intersection and the turn lanes are going, right, and you're on the opposite end going straight, you know that it'll be turn lanes and then it'll be green yield on turn and then single direction go. These fuckers are creeping. They're halfway out. They're past the fucking crosswalk, dude. It's like, dog, do you not know how the patterns work? It's a basic 5-lane intersection. You've been driving look, you're in your 40s, dude. What the fuck, bro? Like, I
have no idea. They don't know. But hey, you know, mine's probably a little bit easier to. If I was you, I would just be like, I'm a producer. What's up? So they just can relate it really good.
Oh, so you like Dr. Dre then, huh?
Yeah. Just say you're Dr. Dre. I just like right now it's easy because I'd be like, I work at LSU, and they'd be like, oh. Go Tigers. Go Tigers. Because football is very big here. Like everyone who's anyone is really into sports in the South, and LSU is like the biggest team one of the biggest teams in the South. So I just say I work there, and I mean it's easy, you know, like LSU, you work at LSU, holy shit, dude.
Right. For context there, y'all, let me tell you, one of my old bosses had a LSU tattoo, and I was just like, that's wild to me. Like,
plenty of people with LSU.
That's man, you have committed to being a billboard for another institution. Like what?
You know what's even sadder than that? He did not go to that school.
Oh my god, dude.
There's people with LSU tattoos and paraphernalia that didn't even attend college. Let that sink in.
Yo, social what's the word here? Social reinforcement, I guess, is the whole thing. I don't know. It's just like, if everyone else likes it, I want to like it too. I want to fit in, fellow humans. That's crazy. I didn't even.
Fanatic?
I mean, that's just wild, dude.
I get it though, you know.
Well, anyways, though, they crap, where's I going with this now? Actually, oh yeah, so I say YouTube content production, and they're like, what is that? How's that work? And I'm like, oh, you know, well, I'm like, fuck, I just want to get off this question because like I have to because it's gonna be like this fucking 10-minute breakdown of like the whole thing that they don't they don't care about. They really don't care. Really don't. And then two, like that's gonna go way over their head. I have to I'm already dumbing it down to like a more basic explanation. They can't even get that either. So it's like, well, how does that work? Well, you know, you make money off the advertisements. Well, how's that work? Well, you know, the more views you have, the more ads you have. Well, how's that work? Well, you know, if you make compelling content, you'll be able to. They just at that point they're already out. I
think literally the next question, or the question they're trying not to ask but trying to get to, how much money do you make?
And
that's usually the end result they're trying to get. They want to know how much money you make, literally.
Yeah, and that's where it gets a little bit awkward because you don't well, not only that, you don't want to be objectified for it because it's like, oh, because then they'll make a judgment call there and be like, oh, well, I don't think you deserve to make that much money, or something like that, right? It's like, well, I mean, what did you do? I feel like, did you I blood, sweat, tears, this was 9 years in the making. Like, how
they don't see that.
No, it's just see the end result here. Like you I don't know, like what are you doing? Oh, you're the manager of a Foot Locker. Okay, well, that's great. I mean, I worked retail too. I saw it wasn't for me. I got the fuck out of that shit and moved on to somewhere else with the whole thing here. I mean, what you but yeah.
I get a pass though, because like,
yeah.
people are like,
man, you're really good with them computers, huh? You already know. Like it's so yeah, I will get off the question. I'll get off that topic really quick because I'm like, okay, well, you know, I'll volunteer to like do a charitable good. You know, hey, is your iCloud backup functioning right now? Oh no, I mean my phone's always telling me my iCloud backup, bro. You know how to fix that problem? So there are cats that like have the iCloud backup. First off, I hate Apple for doing this shit here. Fucking throwing you 5 gigs for fucking 5 gigs per Apple ID, no matter how many devices you have. Absolute crime. Like Apple, get it the fucking together, dude. 5 gigs per Apple ID in 2020, dude. Come on, bro. Like, anyways, though, yeah, the notification they see, they're like, yeah, they've been ignoring it for like, you know, months on end. It's like, I don't know how to fix it, dude. And it's like, that's okay. So it's like, all right. We're at a point where it's all gooey. Like it's so there. Like it's not get to like figure out where to go. It tells you where to go. You hit the notification, it literally tells you. It brings you to the thing to fix the thing if you want to, right? Yep. People still can't figure it out. Yep. And it's just like, damn, dude.
You just need your password and your address, and you can back up all your shit. Nope, can't figure it out. What do you mean? And I mean, like, as far as being like, you know, like I program, right? You know, like just computer stuff. But as far as like I know about computer components and stuff like that, but like, you know, if something breaks and it's serious, I probably won't be able to fix it. But since I work in the computer industry, I can fix everything on a computer.
Of course.
They're just guilty.
Hey, my printer don't work. Can you can you fix that for me real quick?
And I can try I'll try a few things. Like, you know, I'll go into the terminal, like reset some shit. But like, I mean, I can't fix printers. Like, I don't know shit about printers. Like, what?
Man, my computer running really slow. I mean, this bad boy right here got really good internet. You can you get it back to how it used to be?
I can't, man. I'm sorry. I can't help you.
Are you sure? It's a really good computer. I mean, look, it's a HP laptop from 2007. It runs Windows Vista. It used to run really good. I don't get why this Pentium 4 one gig of DDR2 RAM piece of shit with this 40 gigabyte hard drive. I don't get why it's running so slow now. It's only been 13 years. Why it don't run good?
Get a new computer. Get back on XP, and yeah, that's it. That's all.
True story, by the way, y'all. That actually happened to me. I was like, damn, dude, you are still using a Vista era laptop, like in like as of 4 years ago, dude. That's what.
There's some people that still running it. There's some people that still running Vista. I guarantee it. Straight up.
Yeah. So just yeah, but yeah, in a future episode, y'all, I'll have like a computer repair guy because I'm sure I got horror stories out the wazoo in that regard here. Well. I feel like we have gone on quite the journey, sir.
Yeah.